Welcome to the Full of Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording. It's 4:30 p.m. That is Central Time. Today is March 4th. Well, I had a lot of meetings today and also been battling with our developers to try and fix some of the data issues in the chart library. So please be aware that we are working on that. But what I thought was interesting today is that we had a broad spectrum risk on environment. Bitcoin jumped about $5,000. So if that doesn't signal risk on, I don't know what does. Then we continue to see a barrage of headlines coming out of the Middle East. But I think what we also need to put into perspective is that there is a lot of wild talk going on. And more than anything, the market gives us a broad perspective on how investors are putting their money to work in reaction to what's happening on the ground. There's some also wild speculation about what the future will bring and whether this is the beginning, for example, of World War III. To me, at least, that at least looks to be quite unlikely. But at the same time, there's obviously plenty of risk out there. But risk and uncertainty aren't quite the same thing. When you can quantify your risk, well, then that's putting a price on the uncertainty. And that's basically what the stock market is doing. And of course, then Donald Rumsfeld is famous for his quip that there are known knowns and there are unknown unknowns. Now, of course, it's very hard to hedge against the unknown unknowns, but you can hedge against the known knowns or even the known unknowns. So we're sort of at an interesting juncture here because when you look at something like Bitcoin, it was trading at 120,000 towards the end of last year and then it halved. It is not the only risk asset that has halved in the space of about 6 to 8 months. We've seen several of the private equity companies also experience very similar declines. Then there's been a lot of angst around the software sector, and a large number of those software companies have also halved. Then, of course, a lot of that has been on the fear around how quickly artificial intelligence is innovating and the significant leaps in capability between the different pieces of this puzzle.